Welcome to How to Yu-Gi-Oh!
Let's explain new Phantom Knight cards.
Chapter 1.
Okay, so as a Phantom Knight main, and as someone, as you can see on this channel, who loves Phantom Knights and who dresses up as Phantom Knights, as I've dressed up as every single Phantom Knight monster that's been released so far, except these new ones. What I can tell you is like these new cards are great, and I had to talk about it because these cards just completely just wipe out all the bad memories I've had of Phantom Knights. And finally, Phantom Knights can now be played as a pure archetype. In the main deck. No more being an engine. Well, let's get to it.
Chapter 2.
And here we have it. The new edition is this new the Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon of the four heavenly dragons. Let's read that effect. This card is always treated as the Phantom Knights card. This is very important. First of all, this means that this card now, especially in Phantom Knights, can be revived with Fog Blade and any other Phantom Knight trap card that's there.
Nice!
Original Dark Rebellion cannot be revived because Phantom Knight traps can only revive Phantom Knight monsters. Because Dark Rebellion is not treated as the original Dark Rebellion is not treated as a Phantom Knights card, it cannot be revived. So it's a bit of a pain, but we have this. Let's go further and read the Dark Rebellion retrain, its actual effect. If this card is special summoned, you can target an equal number of cards on each field, destroy them. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can detach one material from this card, special summon one rank 4 Dark XYZ monster from your extra deck. Using this card you control. This is treated as an XYZ summon. Transfer this card's materials to that card. You can only use each effect of Dark Rebellion XYZ, Dragon of the four heavenly dragons once per turn. First of all, this has Break Sword's effect. Phantom Knight of the Break Sword. And what is Phantom Knight of the Break Sword's effect? Phantom Knight of the Break Sword is a rank 3 with the following effect. You detach one material from this card. You can destroy one card on your side of the field and one card on your opponent's side of the field, destroy them. And if Phantom Knights, and you usually target Breaksword, and if Phantom Knight's Breaksword is destroyed, revive its materials and increase their levels by 1. So you get the rank 4, and then that way you'd go into the original Dark Rebellion and then go for game. Now, looking at the retrain of Dark Rebellion, the four heavenly dragons, first of all, this card is basically Breaksword's effect, but as an ignition, as a summon effect, though.
That's really convenient.
This means we do not need to play Breaksword anymore. As a PK main, it's fantastic. Breaksword is now completely cut from the deck, and we play this at 2. This card, just this card alone, elevates Phantom Knights to a whole new level. This means we can trigger our cards. A lot of Phantom Knight cards have effects that when they're destroyed, they do something. Breaksword, when it's destroyed, you can revive, it's the materials under it, which are level 3s, and the Phantom Knight monsters revive and they're increased by 1. Sure, you're locked into darks, but there we go. The point is that Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon of the four heavenly dragons is a fantastic card. And sure, many would say that maybe Evil Storm Orpheon, which can now be cheated out really easily, would get banned, but I don't really mind. I think Orpheon can get banned, this card stays, fantastic card. Let's look at the other XYZ monster that's a staple as well, which is the Phantom Knights of Malevolent Scythe. This card replaces now your Breaksword. So let's read this effect. You need 2 level 3 dark monsters. So it's not 2 level 3 monsters. It's not generic. This is very important. I think Breaksword was generic, so loads of decks could play it, but this card isn't generic, so let's read its effect. You can detach one material from this card, special summon one Phantom Knights monster from your deck. If you XYZ summon an XYZ dragon, so this includes that if Dark Rebellion is XYZ summoned, or whatever, this card's effect will trigger, which is you can add one rank up magic spell from your deck to your hand. If this card is destroyed, you can add one of your banished Phantom Knight cards to your hand, except an XYZ monster. You can only use each effect of the Phantom Knights of Malevolent Scythe once per turn. First of all, this card is fantastic. This is essentially Mirage Stallion that was in a Salamangreat. Mirage Stallion has exactly the same effect as this card, so we're just getting Mirage Stallion's effect. Fantastic card, and we play this at 2. This replaces a Breaksword. This is a great card. It's fantastic. It's great. Phantom Knights now have a turn 1 play. What can I say? This is great, and I think one of the issues Phantom Knights as an archetype has had for the longest time is there's not been a turn 1 play. What do we make going first? What is our turn 1 play? We know how to OTK, but what do we make going first? Great card, fantastic card, great synergy. What it gives Phantom Knights is fantastic, and there's a whole new way to play. Well, let's go on to the next slide.
Chapter 3.
And so here on this slide, you can see the new Phantom Knights rank up card, which is a normal spell. The previous Phantom Knight rank up cards have been quick plays. So this is the first time we just get a normal spell. And let's read that effect. You can target the Phantom Knights or XYZ Dragon Monster in your graveyard or banishment. Special summon it, but its effects are negated. Then you can special summon from your extra deck the Phantom Knights or XYZ Dragon monster that is 1 rank higher than the Dark XYZ monster you control by using that monster. This is treated as an XYZ summon. Transfer its materials. You can only activate one of the Phantom Knights rank up magic Requiem once per turn.
There are no limits to the power of this card.
First of all, looking at this card, this is great. So this allows us to use original Dark Rebellion that's in the graveyard to rank that up into, Arc Rebellion or Dark Requiem as well. Fantastic card. Great card. It's great synergy. We can use this. We've got now a grind game. I think part of the issue that Phantom Knights have had for the longest time as well, our grind game has been absolutely horrendous, right? We just have trap cards that revive, but what are we doing? We're just spinning our wheels, and we don't really have a proper grind game to go for game. Usually you'd have to dump your traps into the graveyard, revive, hope that works, and you don't really have a way to forward. Another rank up spell is great and fixes a lot of the grind game and just really just puts everything together, and now Phantom Knight plays as a nice deck that's lean, mean fighting machine. And finally, we have the the new trap card, which is the Phantom Knights of Umbrage Vale. Let's read that effect. If you have the Phantom Knights monster in your field or graveyard, you can activate this card the turn it was set. So this means that this card is live going first. It's live going second. It's just so good.
You can't handle this power.
Unlike Brigadine, which means you have to control no traps to activate it. So Brigadine can be a dead card sometimes, but this is never a dead card, which is also good. And you can activate it the turn it was set as well, which is great. The stat lines of the monster that summons is not important, which is attack 0, 300. We don't really care because you're going to use that either for a link summon or for a rank summon for the rank 3 that we saw earlier, Malevolent Scythe. We just don't play Breaksword anymore. Great card. Are we going to use that graveyard effect? Maybe, if we need to, but majority of the time, we're not going to use that card, that graveyard effect. It's nice if it comes about, but, You can use it if you want. And I don't think it's a quick play effect. But hey, it is what it is, and yeah. Let's move on, I guess, to the next slide.
Chapter 4.
And we have our last two new main deck monsters. We have this one, the Phantom Knights of Doomed Solaret, and the Phantom Knights of Decayed Cloak. First, let's read the Phantom Knights of Doomed Solaret. Now, this rank 3 monster is great, as this card now completely replaces Stained Greaves. Stained Greaves was a card we got in our second wave, and it was a good card, but this card really outclasses Stained Greaves. It is an absolute staple, as it allows you to set any Phantom Knights card, any Phantom Knight spell or trap from the deck directly onto the field. Meaning you can set the new trap card that we just got, the Phantom Knights of Umbridge Vale. It's a 1 card X rank 3 summon. Fantastic stuff right there. And that Graveyard effect comes up all the time, as you can banish it to increase the level of 2 level 3s on the graveyard, meaning you get meaning now underneath 4 summons you can get Steals from Roach to stop Nibiru. Oh my days, Doom Solaret is an absolute staple. It pays your mortgage, pays you taxes. This card is insane, bro.
Time to kick ass.
And definitely it's really I think it's reconfigured my deck. A lot of the bad cards now are completely gone. Now Phantom Knights is a well-oiled machine just because of Phantom Knights of Doom Solaret. You have the Phantom Knights of Decayed Cloak, another staple again, meaning that right now I'm even tempted to even remove Ragged Gloves. Ragged Gloves just doesn't feel useful, but I still play Ragged Gloves anyway because it gives a 1000 attack point bonus on XYZ monsters when it's used as overlay material, which can come up. But anyways, let's read Decayed Cloak's effect. You can reveal one other Phantom Knights card in your hand. Special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Phantom Knights monster from your deck to your hand. So it is a rotor. Literally, because of this card, I think I've removed Reinforcement of the Army. I don't think I need Reinforcement of the Army anymore. It's just that good. It's come to the point, I think, I used to play Reinforcement of the Army, but now I don't need it. Every single card now, when we add all the cards we've got together, we've got Phantom Knights of Decayed Cloak, we've got Doom Solaret. So turn 1 can be, you reveal a Decayed Cloak reveal another Phantom Knights card, special summon it. Its effect would allow you to add Doom Solaret. Doom Solaret, then normal summons it. Then you can normal summon Doom Solaret. Doom Solaret's effect means you can then set a Brigadine, rank 3 into Malevolent Scythe. Malevolent Scythe, special summon Clove Helm. You activate the new Umbridge Veil, which you've set with Doom Solaret. Brigadine, sorry. 2 rank 4s. Go into the new Dark Rebellion XYZ Heavenly Dragons. And there you go. Or you can use Phantom Knights Decayed Cloak. Activate that card's effect again by revealing another Phantom Knights card. Add yourself Tone Scale. Tone Scale, then dump a card. Dump Doom Solaret into the graveyard. Use Doom Solaret's effect. Increase the levels of Decayed Cloak and Tone Scale by 1. Rank 4 now, you have 2 level 4s. Go into a rank 4, which is Dark Rebellion for the XYZ Dragon of the 4 Heavenly Dragons, meaning that you've now made a rank 4 underneath Nibiru. It's great. It's fantastic. These cards are fantastic. They do your taxes. They beat the IRS. What can I say? This is an absolute transformation of Phantom Knights. The bad cards in Phantom Knights, I don't remember them. I've been neuralized like in Men in Black. They don't exist. Cursed Javelin, what is that card? I don't know it. I don't care about it. It's completely wiped from existence. Phantom Knights is now such a good deck right now with the way it's gotten support. Now, is it meta worthy? I don't know. I think it's in a very good place. I'm, as a Phantom Knight main, as someone who loves Phantom Knights, I'm a bit torn because definitely the deck has potential. We don't need to play hand traps anymore. I play now personally in my build. I play 3 Impulse and 3 Dominus Spark, which is the new card that comes out in the other set. I also play Forbidden Droplet, as that's just a staple in this deck. And pretty much that's it. I don't need to play any hand traps now. Impulse is enough. Dominus Spark is enough, and everything else is just enough now. It's self-contained. It's really strong. It's the boards we make are pretty good. We've got grind game. We've got a good first turn. We've always had a fantastic second turn. Our grind game was not the best, but now it's been improved with these cards. Overall, it's a really good support that's really strengthened a lot of the strengths that Phantom Knights already had and removed a lot of the dead waste that Phantom Knight has had for a long time. And I'm happy about this. And I'm really excited to see where I can take Phantom Knights now, pure Phantom Knights in the competitive scene. Now, does that mean I think Phantom Knights can dominate? I don't know. It depends on the format. It depends on what's in the game, what is hit, but we'll see. Well, let's head on to the conclusion.
Final chapter.
Now, overall, I am a bit biased because, I love Phantom Knights. And, maybe I've got rose-tinted colored glasses. But I think Phantom Knights can definitely shake up the scene. I think, with the right pilot, I think with the, pure Phantom Knights, I think it can do something in this format. Playing 3 Dominus Impulse and 3 Dominus Spark. You've then got Forbidden Droplet in there. The boards we're making are pretty good. We can play underneath Mulcharmy, Fuel Loss, and Pirellia. We don't, we play around Ash Blossom as well because we set into the deck. We don't add as much because Droll, we don't need to add. I mean, adding is great, but we don't need to do it as much. We don't need to extend. It's great. And overall, I'm very excited for where Phantom Knights is as an archetype and where it's going. I'm definitely going to be, I think, next year, I'm definitely going to be doing a deck profile, and it's going to be a very special deck profile as I will showcase I will make the cosplays for the new cards, the new monsters as well, and I'll play them. And I will make a deck profile of Phantom Knights on this channel. I'm going to do that, and it's going to be absolutely banging. It's going to be special, and I'm going to really enjoy making it. And you'll get to see every single Phantom Knight monster in real life as I do that deck profile. I'll enjoy doing it. Well, that's all I've got to say in this video. Tune in next time as I talk about more things on this channel. Hope to see you soon.
We come to the end of this video. So, as I like to say, you are one step closer to becoming a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master. My fate, right, is in your hands.